Rialto is loading, by the way. So.
We went hog.
So they're just running the same shit. They ran a diva here because Rialto has a lot of high ground to pressure. They have a diva player that's pretty competent. Like.
Where are we right now?
Yeah. So we go out on, like, they've been running the same thing the entire scrim. You guys didn't pull out a Junkrat once. You guys kept trying to go.
We had a Junkrat on Hanamura.
Hanamura. Oh yeah, the start of Hanamura. But you guys swapped off it really fast.
No, we swapped off our Ashe to go May.
When did the junk swap off then? I feel like that we didn't have the junk for long.
I swapped off of junk, like, second point when they were about to take it, I switched to Echo so I could get out faster.
Yeah. But like, I still think it's a better option than Reaper. Like, Ashe Reaper against this comp would be, or Ashe Junk against this comp would be a lot of AoE that they just could not handle. It would make their Moira use a lot of utility and shit. The Hog pick is good here too because it just adds more DPS, like Hog Rein. Mirroring their Rein finally is a good thing to do because it's easy to get. It's easy for them to push it if you don't, basically.
Yeah. Meeg played really well in this map. He fucked up their Rein.
So there's a fight here. Why was Ambit just shooting? So you guys hooked their Rein in. You guys pushed him. He gets out because DM and freeze, but he has low shield now. And they had to use their ball, they had to use resources. And then you shattered them all. That's a good shatter.
Thank you.
That's for I don't mean to be rude when I say this, but for once, it was a really good shatter. That's like the first really good shatter you've done this game.
I also didn't play Rein for the other maps.
No, you played it before too. You played Oasis and part of Nambani, I think. Yeah, because then Meek swapped halfway through or something with your Rein. Like here, that was a good fight. You guys got ults really fast. You got a lot of charge. You guys hooked the Rein, put pressure on him. Their shield was low. We got shatter. That's perfect. If we can repeat that, because you already have 50% or 60% to another shatter. They flank, they use Cole, but like, this is still winnable. We mirror their Cole. And you throw in Bob. You guys are split focused though. Your Rein is main. Or you guys are slowly getting this focus back together though. You guys just give them way too much space here. Like here, you guys are backing up all the way to under bridge. When they have a diva, you hook the diva and use whole hog, which is a waste. Well, not really a waste, but it's just solo ulting a diva when they have DM is just not a good idea. But you like here, what I said again, like their shield is low now because of whole hog, but your shield was still low because you would not stop putting it up or holding it. Like, there was a lot of point there where you didn't need to hold it.
Okay.
Like, it's still low health from, like, the last 45 seconds because you've just been holding it for so long. And flashing. Every time, like, you go to put it down to charge, you flash it up before it's even, like, regen, like, 100 HP. We use beat here so you can actually drop it, and we can get some push onto them. But now, since your shield was so low, you weren't ready to block a shatter, and they shatter 3. Because you were trying to regen shield, and then throw Diva Bomb into it. I mean, you have time to block it, but like, you just jump on the bomb and don't block your team, so our Lucio dies to it. And then we get 2 good picks on their Reaper and their Rein. And then we have the DPS to push it out. This shatter was kind of a waste because we had numbers and sustain on them, but it got 2. But it got both their supports. It got both their supports, but we weren't able to capitalize on it. Our Hog is really tunnel visioning on the Mei, so we were really hard focused on that, but we get the picks and it's just a Devon point, so that's perfect. They get demech too, but it's a good stagger on her too. You guys actually do stagger her. Usually we fuck it up.
Yeah, we called it way before.
Yeah. It's like calls like that need to be happening, but for everything. Like, we need to not clutter comms, but make really useful comms.
I do think, though, in comms, I think there was a lot of times where...
Our hog got walled here. Our hog pushed way too far up and got caught out of position and frozen, walled. Like here, we were barely keeping him up because of the coalescence, which they mirrored. He very luckily gets out. Like he shouldn't have lived that. He hooks their diva in, and their Rhine is low, even though they have coalescence. Their Rhine is still low, but you guys are really hard backing. Their Reaper already got pressured out by our Reaper, but we turned to him while he was wraithing. But now our Rhine and our Reaper are split. Our Lucio, like, we're literally playing 3 lanes. Like, our Rhine and our Reaper are playing on right side. Our Lucio and Ashe are playing the middle, and our Hog and our Moira are 2v1ing a Reaper left side as well. Like, the focus is literally nowhere. There's no focus whatsoever. We throw Bob in, so that helps a lot to screw up their focus, but their Rhine, their Mei are just swinging onto our Rhine. Like, our Rhine is so close to going down here. If we didn't throw in that Bob, we lose that because they have 3 people turned around focusing on our Ashe. The only reason you didn't die there is because of that Bob, and then Whole Hog too. Whole Hog was kind of wasted because we had a lot of space, so it wasn't really necessary. Like, it helped to get pressure off our Rhine, which was good. It's a good play, but it wasn't needed. And then we just kind of finish off the fight solidly, but now we're down to only Reaper ults. We're close to a beat and we're close to a shatter, but it's last half, probably last fight. Uphill's waiting up top for a Blossom, but Uphill is, or not Uphill, Ambit, sorry. He uses it to get element of surprise, but then we get blizzarded and diva bombed, and we're already down 2. And then he drops into a Mei and a Moira to Blossom, so he just loses that, and then everyone else is just getting killed. Uphill kills the Reaper, but it's already way too late because we're down 4. We try to, like, 2 of us try to contest, but it doesn't work. They get point. But now they have low time. We just need to regroup, not do the Numbani, and we literally just have a shit ton of space to work with. They have low time as well. But you guys are fighting when your Hog is not really back yet, so we wasted Orb and we wasted Wraith, so we have to wait a little bit longer when we could have just waited a couple seconds for the Hog. We shatter straight into their shield. You called out their shatter, you went to block it, but you just kept going to the right side of the map, so you didn't block it for the team.
Yeah.
You blocked it for you. But other than that, it was your team needed you and they didn't have you. So your Hog and your Moira get shattered. They have a coalescence on you. And we're throwing in a Bob. You pin in, which is not smart, but you get the Lucio. So it worked, I guess. And they don't punish you at all. Okay, maybe they do. They freeze you and get you low, but they don't kill you. Your Hog kills a Mei and you guys win the fight.
Yeah, Brave picked up their Reaper.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, they get the stagger on the Reaper pretty. It's like, it's a good stagger, but it's not like, oh shit, I accidentally skipped ahead. Let me go back. So, you guys are holding bridge here, which is, it's good, but payload's already really far behind, so you guys shouldn't hold this for too long. Like, you guys start slowly backing up. Hog gets a really nice hook on their Rhine and makes him awkward for the whole time, and he boops 2 off with his ult. Because their Rhine decided, yeah, I need a pin here. You pin into a Mei ult, pinning in again.
No, I was trying to pin out.
No, you pinned in.
Well, I meant like I was trying to get out of the mail.
I guess. But you pinned from one side of it all the way to the other. So you got frozen by it. So that was just dumb on your part. But it worked because both their Mei and their Ryan get booped off. So you have a little bit of an aggressive stance. So it's not bad. We get 2 picks and then we get frozen out of it. They use beat and they get a pick on... Wait, how did they get a pick on Reaper? Where did that happen? No, where did that happen? Okay, our Reaper just lost the Reaper duel. Happens.
Yeah, that Reaper just kept coming up behind and just sitting on Ambit pretty much.
Well, yeah, Ambit just needs to win the duel then, or pressure him out. That's all he needs to do. Their Reaper, they use a lot of ults here, but they still win. They win the fight, but like, wait, are they winning the fight? Yeah, I think they win.
No.
They get a little bit of an extra push.
Just a little bit, but it's not
a little bit of extra room. It's nothing too big, but like both teams are still fighting, so no team really won or lost. We throw in Bob here, but our Hog is low, and I think slowed by Mei freeze. Or yeah, he's frozen. He's gonna go down. He's very low.
Yeah, everyone focus.
And we killed a Mei. So it's like, this is good. What happened here should have happened on first point. Like what you guys are doing now should have happened on first point. The only thing you guys could be really doing better is using your ults, like using less ults to win fight. But if you need them, you need them. You know, like there's nothing bad about what you guys are doing right now. Now, something bad did just happen, is that your Hog was playing really far up and got walled. And got instantly fucking demolished. And now you guys are down 1. Your Ashe is getting a lot of ult charge from the dynamite, but... Where's my water? My throat hurts. But like, you guys are now down 1. They have Coalescence up. I think. No, they don't. Yes, they do. I'm done. My mic is like having autism, so...
Your mic just wants to have a seizure real quick.
It does. So basically, they start pushing onto your Rhine. The Rhine's like being kept up, but you're slowly running out of heals. And they have Coalescence up, so it's just a lot of pressure. You guys are forced to back up. Their Reaper drops on your Reaper again and kills your Reaper again. Because no one is looking for him. You guys need to be like, if you want to not have a problem with the Reaper, someone needs to actively be looking for Reaper. I remember a Hollywood map a long time ago where we swapped to Kree for Reaper, but the Kree never looked for Reaper, and the Reaper still just ripped us in half.
I'm pretty sure that was Bacon.
No, Bacon was on tank that game. I was speccing, and that was Ambit, I think, that was playing Kree at that time too. I don't remember fully, but I know Bacon was on tank and I was speccing. You guys got picked a little bit. There's really no reason to recontest this. They waste Shatter into or you block Shatter, but I still don't think they needed it regardless.
I think they were just trying to finish it.
You get a good Shatter onto them. But you guys use Blossom as well, which I don't think was needed, because you guys already had the DPS.
Well, no,
but I mean, it's last fight, so it's okay to do. But if it wasn't, then it would be bad. But they got it
Yeah,
all the
it was
way
last
to
fight.
second. Yeah.
Basically,
But
did get the second.
Yeah. Okay, so that was actually a good hold for Rialto. That's really good.
Yeah, that's why I thought that was our best map.
I still think Oasis, you guys, after first like map on Oasis, you guys played better but like this map you guys are playing more as a team, but like I think you guys are losing a lot of interactions that are just like you're getting out mechanicked. Like the Ashe is really working here, but the Reaper was just getting out mechanicked by their Reaper and outplayed. And it was putting a lot of strain.
I don't know what else we could have done about
Yeah. Well, the main thing is it's on Ambit. That problem, like on this map specifically, it's on Ambit because the Reaper mirror, if you're constantly losing it, then it's kind of just your fault.
What do you think about running like Ashe Sombra?
Against what they're running?
Yeah, I guess what they're running. Because
I mean, I think the Pharah works really good here. I think Pharah is better here.
No, I'm
because
just
of
talking
real.
about, like,
in general, it's these bands. It's all right. In general, probably not the best. It could work. It's just like Sombra's better paired with like. I mean, I guess if we run Rhine with it, we EMP Shatter, so we can just
EMP
have
Shatter.
Bob alone.
Because it's.
I mean, it's
at least
good,
playing,
but I don't think it's the best possible.
Maybe from playing, but not looking. It felt like the fights were going on for a while, every time we were fighting, because of their
On defense or on this offense?
No, just in the entire game in general.
Oh yeah, fights were dragged on really long in
That's
this
why
game.
I'm saying Sombra could have been really...
I don't think Sombra would have helped with that. I think you guys resetting every couple times would be nice. Their Reaper literally just teleported into you guys. Like, what are you guys looking at? The only one who sees is Healy, and then Meek turns around, but he has Breather out, so he doesn't get punished. So we use Hook as well. That doesn't get anyone. So now we're just like, we have good pressure on them because of the Pharah, so they have to respect our space. But their Reaper is still flanking. Ambit sees it. I'm assuming doesn't call it out because no one turned, and our Moira literally almost gets killed because of it. She fades last second, and their Reaper missed a shot. Their Reaper is going through the same building over and over again. And Ambit sees it every time because he's playing back. But they use Coalescence and they have a lot of shit. Your Hog is, or whoever this is, your Hog is kinda alone left side. I mean, it's like, it's good pressure and it's forcing them to split focus, but it's also forcing us to split focus. Our Rhine gets walled, but they fuck up wall, so it's all good. And then their Reaper flanks again. Gets pressured out again. Like, the Reaper isn't a problem.
He's not a problem, he's just annoying as fuck.
Yes. But, like, the way I was talking to you about it, it made it seem like it was a really big problem. It was, a lot of this was wasting ults and the tanks getting picked early. You guys get walled and then shattered. That's just another point where your shield was low and you couldn't hold it to block shatter, even if you knew we had it.
Right there, we both went for shatter at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You were low health, low shield. He was walking up like he was going to shatter. You just shouldn't have shattered. Especially since you're walled off and you don't have like a lot of heals on you. You would have died through it anyway, I think, if you wasn't planning to shatter. You actually trade too, though. Like you get a good trade because of the Pharah barrage.
Yeah.
You trade Rhines and you trade Pharah for Lucio, which it's probably not the best. Your Lucio gets a bit too. You push a bit too far here. You like push way far ahead of the team and just get picked off.
Yeah.
Because they have Moira Ball, they have Moira herself, and they have a full charge Zarya as well as a Mei, so that you just get picked. Which is like it's like a minor.
Told me I needed to not do.
Yeah. here, you guys shouldn't be still pushing this fight. It's like, what is Moira thing doing? It's 3v3, but they have a full charge Zarya, Mei, and Moira against your Moira, Hog, and who else is up? Ashe. They just have more chance of winning that fight because of what they have. Still left up, and then they just pick you off. It's like, it's a little bit of waste of time. It's not super big mistake, but it's still a mistake nonetheless. But here you guys reset. It's a new fight, and then you guys have a lot of pressure because of Pharah coming back in. The Reaper's going for another flank. And now Ashe is actually sitting back and trying to pressure him so he can't even get there, which is good. You guys are doing good on the Reaper problem. Because you guys have been saying it's like, it was made out to be such a big problem, but realistically, it was not that big of a problem. The Reaper flanks onto point again, but this time no one's watching, and she gets a jump on our Ashe, so he has to use Coach and get out. So we're down utility. Do they use Coalescence? Yeah, they use Coalescence. Oh, I see what's happening here. We have a Bob in, but our Lucio is behind them. Does this beat work? Okay. She saves it with the beat, and it's actually a good beat because they graved. They grav into us. So, like, it's a good beat, but you were still out of position, which was putting pressure on your team. So, I mean, it's just like...
Where are you at right now? What time are you at?
1:49 left. Okay. Yeah. So we hog ult to keep them off, but they have Grav on, they have a really high charge Zarya, Coalescence, Mei Beam, they use Mei ult, and they use Blossom. That Blossom was a waste. Their Blossom was a full waste. They had that regardless. So that's good for you guys, and then you slowly die out here. You guys have good pressure, but guys just aren't getting the picks, like the kills this round. Like, there's been a lot of times where we've gotten a lot of people low and had good pressure, but, like, not, like, a solid amount of kills. You guys push up really aggressive here. Your Ashe and Moira are still too far back.
We got the Mei picks, so we were gonna go in.
Yeah. I mean, it's workable, but you get really low and have to back up. If you waited a little bit, you could have pushed in now, had that Mei pick advantage, and had, like, all resources. Like, right here, now it's just a normal fight again. We have Coalescence up, but our Hog and our Ashe are getting melted left side because they're alone there. There's no reason for them to be there. And then our Hog goes down. And that's pretty much the fight, really. Your shield goes down because you're holding it still, but you needed to hold it there, so it's not a mistake. But now you guys have to fully back out. Their Reaper's going for a flank again. Gets noticed by the Ashe, so he gets pressured out again. They get a huge dynamite. Or actually, not too huge, but it's a good dynamite on there. On 3 of them. And you guys decide to go left room here when they have Mei, Zarya, Rein. They're split, but we're also split because we have an Ashe on payload that throws Bob behind them, but I'm assuming gets picked.
Yeah, I knew they saw us, and they were gonna go on the left to, like, fight us, so I decided to throw Bob behind them.
Yeah.
But I made the mistake of not calling that out.
Yeah. It's not calling that out, and also you saw that the Reaper was constantly playing right side, and you didn't see him cross. That he went with them. Oh, you assume? I mean, I guess it's viable, but it's just like the odds are that the Reaper's gonna try to flank, and the way he can do that is through main, where you are, and you're alone there, so he's gonna beat you in that close quarters. So I mean, It's just like minor mistake. Like, it was a good idea, but badly executed. The Bob actually gets some pretty good value though, but the Reaper's flanking, I think. Yeah, the Reaper flanks and kills. We just kind of get melted, and then we run out of time here because we're down. We're actually only down 1 here, but we're wasting a lot of time, so they're gonna get back because they have Lucio. So now they're all back. We're super split because our hog is flanking, but we get the chance to go to point, but our hog is out of position, so it forces you to push up to peel for him, and then you guys get walled and grabbed. We get a good barrage onto their Lucio and Rhine, but our Lucio drops because of the grav. And then they blossom into us. It's like, there's just a lot of damage there. Your shield's gonna break. They have just even more damage. Our Ashe is behind them, which is not bad, but we need point control and team here. It's a 2v1 right here, and you guys actually win this. So I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. See, they have people here to recontest, is a thing. But the only like damage we have here is Hog, and Hog is like being really hard focused by this Mei. Their Mei throws ult onto point, and that's probably what cost us the game. The Bob is in a really good spot. That was like a really clutch Bob, because it helps us contest points so we don't have to be in the Mei ult. And the Ashe actually gets 2 kills here. But we over ult, I restart the game.
You restarted the game?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
We over ult, we still, it's a last fight scenario where it's really risky if we don't ult, but we still over ulted. Because of like, we use like our entire ult economy there.
We still had beat though at the barrage. But
I wasn't paying attention, but I think we used like 3 or 4 ults that fight. That's.
We used Bob, we used Bull, and we used Foggle. But everything else we either didn't have or saved. But at the end of that fight though, they were halfway to Reaper ult, more than halfway into their E. They had to switch their Zarya for D.Va, but they had Shatter and Coalescence. And I was asking if they had Shatter, and they said they didn't, I think.
Well, I mean, honestly, your teammates shouldn't be the ones trying to track Ryan. You should be personally tracking Ryan a lot more. Like, you should know.
I wasn't sure because he had just used Shatter.
Yeah.
But he was swinging. I didn't know how much he was swinging into people.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking, because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, but I mean, out of anyone, you're gonna have the like most likely knowledge of how much he has Shatter. Like, even if you don't know how much he has swings, you can see how long he was alive in the fight, how clustered the fight was, and you can try to make a judgment off of that. Because was the consensus? What did your team say that he didn't have Shatter?
No one was really 1,000% sure, like if he had it or not, because he used Shatter in the previous fight.
Yeah.
But then built it up in the next fight.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was where we were like, I'm not sure if he's had it or not.
Yeah, so then you should just play like he has it, because if you played like he doesn't have it, then you get Shattered and then you lose that. But you lose less from playing like he has Shatter than playing like he doesn't.
We did cap that point, so we did have 2 minutes, so we had a lot of time to like stall out. So even if he did have it, it wouldn't have killed us if he just shattered the whole team, because we weren't in.
Yeah.
That's why it was just like a question of, I don't know if he has Shatter or not. I just didn't know. I didn't know.
This takes so long to fast forward through this. I'm just gonna leave this like this for a second.
gonna be right back. So you can just finish it, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll probably just finish this map and then fucking.
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Where are you just going?
I'm trying to get back to where we were before.
Oh,
Still.
damn.
Takes a long ass time. I need to just unbind that shit, dude.
Actually, that's a good idea. I should do that. Cause I did that in like the last couple maps.
System check initiated. Green across the board and ready for action.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commence.
Where are you at?
It's still going through it.
Am I the only one who can't like slow it down? Like every single time I speed it up.
I changed my binds to slow it down.
Okay, try that, you guys. Give me one second.
Work together. Move the hero.
What do you think we could do like as of right now? Like we could easily mirror if they do end up coming out on this, which I don't think they will.
It's quite possible that they will. They 4-0'd us on it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's quite possible that they will. What do you think we should do?
It depends on the map. Like this map, the Ash Vara is not bad. You guys, I still think like, I don't think the Reaper's that big of a problem. So I think you guys can try to do Ryan Zarya
We can maybe
over
go,
Ryan Hog.
we can-
But other than that, I don't think the comp is bad on Rialto. Numbani,
That was bad.
just don't throw, and maybe you guys will
Just
win.
don't throw it.
Cause you guys, I'm dead serious. You guys threw that entire defense. You started off on a retarded comp, and you literally staggered the entire map. There was not one fight other than the first fight on that retarded ass comp that you guys played 6v6.
Well, I mean, that's why we go over it. At least now. At least that's why we go over it.
Yeah.
So that way we can...
That's why Coach Distill comes out.
Where are you at?
I'm at the point where I'm
212?
not yet. I'm at the point where their Ryan May Lucio just came back to recontest at the end of Rialto.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it where I'm at. I'm just gonna stop it.
Okay, just cap the point. Just cap first your guys' attack. You guys have beat, and you're close to coming up on Barrage and Shatter. And you guys have 2 minutes,
This is where I said we didn't
To get
know
all the way to the
whether
end.
or not they had Shatter or not.
which they do.
Yeah, which they did. But it wouldn't have killed us either way. I was just...
It would have lost you guys a lot of
It would've-
time if you do get shattered here. You guys get a good pick on their Reaper, but your Hog is... You get shattered
Get into position.
and put low. Your Hog is flanking. So you have no immediate pressure on their main tank. The beat was a second too late. Didn't save the Rhine. But you guys, since you have beat now, you guys can play this advantage. This is still somewhat winnable. But your Hog is getting killed because he jumped into their entire enemy team. He dies, and you guys are down both your tanks, and you lose a fight because of the Shatter and your Hog flanking. The Hog got a good pick on the Reaper. He should have then backed up and went just straight back main. You guys get two good picks to like
yeah, at the very end.
at the very end of the fight, which you guys can go push. But you guys try to push the advantage way too soon because you wait to wait for your team to come back, and then you go in without them regardless. Like you wait a couple seconds, and they're like, nah, we don't need them. Like the Lucio will get back in time, and the Hog can try. Hog goes through Hotel, which kind of slows him down because the Lucio was with him outside. And Hog is just looking around for their diva. Like we have no main, we have no front. Oh, this is bad. Everyone is split focus. Hog's looking behind. You're like shielding behind us.
Yeah, because the Reaper was up
The Reaper
top,
was left
so,
side.
Yeah, the Reaper was.
And then, so like you guys slowly regain your focus again, and you guys take out their mech. You shatter into a Mei and get no one because you try to solo shatter someone again, and they have abilities to stop it. That's something you need to stop doing.
Yeah.
And then you get walled because you try to push onto the shatter. When they use beat, you try to push onto a shatter that got no value, and they use beat. So you get frozen, walled, and a lot of pressure is put onto you, so we have to use Coalescence because you're low. And then you're walking out of line of sight. The only thing that saved you is that the wall broke. You pin in onto their Rhine.
Look at what happens with the Rhine in the cart in the little like, area.
You get
It just
booped.
misses.
It pushes because of the slope on the cart. That's normal. And you're pushed behind them now. And I mean, it was so close to being perfect that you just pushed them off the map, but it wasn't. So now you're behind them. You can't trade, and you die. And now it's you guys waste whole hog. Like there's no way it's getting any value here against Diva Rhine when you're alone. So it's a waste of whole hog. Now all we have is barrage when they have a Diva. Not good. You guys didn't plan according. Oh, we're coming up on a Bob too, which is good for this last fight kind of scenario, but it's not like something that'll just outright win us the fight.
Yeah.
Like a good shatter would. They freeze behind us, you get frozen. They also use Reaper ult and get no value out of it, but they get a lot of value out of their Blizzard because they take out our main tank, which we only trade with their Mei. And then our Ashe goes down because she's getting pushed. The barrage is in a really bad place. He barraged right above payload where Reaper could just two-shot her. We get a pick onto their Rhine, but bomb kills Lucio and the fight's pretty much over. They just get slowly whittled down to nothingness. So there's the 4-0.